In East Houston, born and raised in the warehouse is where we spend most of our days.
In the stew.
All right, so we are. So like in the last videos, we're talking about marketing and ways to market ourselves. So we're making a music video.
That's right.
This is behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Enjoy in the studio.
You said I was a
Should
little
have
fast.
just been right. Should have been right after that.
With care here at Relay Distro, we'll make sure your boxes get there. Here.
It just has to time up, right?
Relay Distro. Alright, so if you're stressed about duties and rates so unfair, slide us a DM, we'll handle it with care. Here at Relay Distro, we just make sure your boxes get
See,
there.
it's often. We need a full third line.
Alright, here.
Let's change the last two lines so you can say here at Relay Distro, we're different than the rest.
We make sure your boxes get there better than the rest.
But I just said we're different than the rest. We can't say that. What's our saying?
We have what it takes.
Okay. Different than the rest.
Here at Relay Distro, we are different than the rest. We have what it takes to be the best.
Boom.
You like that?
Boom. Easy.
Here at Relay Distro. We got the weekly checklist, and I told the guys to move the old couch upstairs downstairs, so I guess we're about to go see what it looks like. Derek said, have I seen this yet? I was like, no. And he's like, look how they did this shit. They probably just set it down for now. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
Oh yeah, it worked.
What the hell's this shit?
Oh, what is that?
They broke it up. What is this, like
Put in little
Tetris?
pieces all over the fucking bread. Bro.
That's creativity right there. Probably.
Look at this one.
I didn't tell them like rearrange nothing or anything yet, so they probably just like made it fit for now. Cause yeah, probably we'll have to move this back over
They're
there.
perfectly fit.
No, but yeah, we could move this back over there and then move that old transformer out. I was expecting to come in, it was like leaned up like against the wall or something.
Just spread out.
Hey,
Just piece together. Tell Jordan.
Hey, just in case you need the fire extinguisher, it's right there.
Yeah, I think we can move
Nice right
the
here.
transformer up on the landing and then move. We can move this stuff back.
Wait, I thought Daniel was gonna sell it for us, give us some income in here.
No, we're probably,
He's like, yeah, we can probably get like $5,000 off that. The guys are like, I ain't even worth $5,000 scrap. Like that thing's not. No.
we actually use it if we do an add-on. So
No, that's true.
I think the couch should go right here.
That's what I was saying. We'll just move the black table back. And then we could put the transformer stuff top in the corner.
Need some water.
I was expecting a little worse though.
Came at the worst fucking time, you asshole. So all this wood is leftover wood from the PO, which was like, what, since October or November around there? Wood for sale. It's free. Please take it away.
31 pages of glory right here.
All right, guys, so you've seen us talk about the PO, and you know, with the PO, you kind of really have to stay on top of the data, what's in it, things of that nature, so that you're actually getting the best use out of it, because obviously a system like this is not cheap. So we want to make sure we're fully utilizing the system. So we have 2 clients in there, and one of them used to be our highest volume client, and you know, they've had some business changes, things going on in the back end, so you know, they've changed some of their operations and things, so they're just not our highest moving client anymore, and that's fine. So we're gonna go through, I've just made a huge list for the team to look at. We're gonna start pulling that client out of there slowly, converting them back into our bins that we cleared, and then we're gonna transition one of our newer clients that is doing more volume into the PO to kind of just swap them out to make it worth it. So since that client's getting more orders, it makes much more sense to actually store them in the PO and keep a slower moving client now out in the bins. One thing I'll say is, I don't think I've ever talked about this, but in this industry, in the warehouse, when you're moving with a lot of like numbers and stuff, it really pays for somebody or yourself to know how to use Excel. Because if I didn't know how to use Excel, we'd be doing so much more manual work instead of mapping it out and making it easier on people. And what I mean by that is, like, if I can go play with the data in Excel, I can, you know, get the exact info I want to give to people to make it easy on them. So the SKU, the name, the bin, exactly where it's at. Whereas if you don't do that, everything's a manual search, everything's a manual type. But that way, I'm able to share with the team that's actually out here lists to make their job easier as well. So a lot of the back end and stuff with Excel saves so much time. And if you don't know how to use Excel, you should learn. Or Google Sheets, that's a free version. I prefer Excel, but definitely learning how to play with the data. And you don't have to be, that's one thing too, Excel seems very like over the top and confusing, but really you just need it for your operations. Like I probably use the same 5 to 10 formulas, and there's like thousands out there. You don't need to know all those. You just need the 5 to 10 that work for you and your business to make your operations easy. And when you find a good formula, write it down in your notes so you can always refer back to it instead of having to go open up your old Excel sheet and find the formula in there. But anyways, that's just a little quick pro tip. Learn Excel, learn how to play with data in your warehouse, and it'll help your process. All right, so here's the update on the break room after you guys seen us talking about it. Now it is actually a break room, and there's not icebergs and random little pieces all over. It's a nice sectional where if you've had a long day working hard, picking and packing, now on your break for lunch, take a little snooze, get reamped for the second part of the day. Hey, look, and even we can turn the lights off over here. Hold on. Here at Relay, we encourage sleep and we encourage full restedness. Hey, that's actually not bad though. That's actually, oh, and the nightlight came on. That's actually pretty comfortable. I might have to take a nap out here. Yeah, that's the update. We finally got it rocking and rolling. We finally got that damn centipede out of here. No, you're good. I shut everybody's lights off. I meant them to shut them off in here. Everybody was just in the pitch dark.